What up, Tiger here? Today I want to talk about discrimination because it has an effect on me and my child. Today I'm talking about Hafus. Hafus are kids that are half Japanese or half anything else. That's what Japanese call them, Hafus. Some people think it's derogatory, some people don't. I just think it's a word, so I use it. It's not that big a deal. Anyways, so about 2 weeks ago, Emily comes home. She's like distraught. She's just like very upset. Every single thing makes her angry. She's crying. It was so difficult to get her home. She wouldn't talk about why. Anyways, when she finally calmed down after her mommy came home and all that stuff, she said to us, "Can I go to a different school?" We're looking at her like, "What?" So she wants to go to a different school completely. She said, "Can you find me a different school?" So of course, Yukiko called the teacher and all that stuff, and the teacher said she got hit by a boy in the face. But apparently she got hit 3 times that day from what Emily said. So she was getting bullied all that day by these boys, right? So bullying in Japan is a really big deal. Bullying in Japan, anywhere is a big deal, but if you're Hafu in Japan, you're going to get bullied that much more. So now Emily's with me every day and she's no longer going to that school. I mean, we've had problems in the beginning, and kids would say remarks like how she's not pretty because her hair is like wavy and not straight like theirs. Any kind of difference they could point out to hurt her feelings, they were doing that. So Yukiko's very sharp, very smart. She's just like, she went to the teacher, she's like, basically in that. Make sure that doesn't happen anymore. So she really, made sure, she told the teachers, all of them, not just like the main teacher. She said, look, I want every teacher to make some active effort to make sure this doesn't happen. And overall, Emily made it, do that school for a good 2 years, But this is the end of her last year at that school. And she only had like a month and a half left, but she just got to a point where she's just like, no more. So she's like, I don't want to be at the school anymore. And she told us why. It was a pretty big deal. For me, I already knew this was a problem, based on stories I've read before with, Miss Japan 2015 and 16, because a big controversy. Japan's like, since they're Hafu, are they really Japanese? There's tons of backlash. It was a huge deal. So, and there's a documentary called Hafu. Basically, Japanese, they can say whatever they want, At least half of them, they're not like anti-Hafu. They just discriminate more against Hafus. That's all there is. Some just don't see them as Japanese at all because they look different. Their hair might be slightly too curly or slightly too blue, a different color. Their skin might be slightly too light or dark, or their features are different. So Japanese are like, you're not Japanese. We're Japanese, you're not Japanese, you're not a part of this. So they get that exclusion factor. Like these Hafus said, they feel like even though they were born in Japan, their mom is Japanese, they speak Japanese, they know the culture, and it's the only home they've ever had in their whole life, they feel like they're treated like foreigners in their own country. So it's a huge deal. Anyways, this is a big reason why we're moving to Kobe. This was always my concern, and probably like a year ago we went to Kobe because Yukiko's mom was living there, and I was like, this place is very beautiful. I was just like, we should move here. And she's like, we should, because there's like a lot of international people there, a lot of international families. So we found like this school. It's a public school, but it has over 30 different Hafu kids. So it has a lot of mixed kids, just like Emily. And this school is unique, okay? Not all schools have like even any Hafus. This school has a lot. Plus they get extra funding for that school because of that. So we're going to give that 1 year and see how Emily does. She likes it. She will continue throughout all her grade school. If she doesn't like it after a year, we're going to move her to an international school. Most international families either move back to their westernized country, UK, Canada, wherever they came from, Australia, America, or they put their kid, if they can afford it, because it's really expensive, in international schools. When I mean really expensive, we're talking college tuition expensive. And this is going to be all their life, right? So we're going to see how that goes. That's why we're moving, because of discrimination. Not necessarily for me. I get discrimination normally, but for Emily, we want Emily to have a better life. And keep in mind, like, I know some of you guys are just coming to Japan to teach and learn and stuff like that, but you might meet someone. You might date, you might get married, you don't know. And if you do, you might have kids. And this problem will be your problem. Some of you guys actually already live here and understand exactly what I'm talking about, the discrimination for your kids here. So, anyways, I just want to talk about this issue because it is an issue. And of course, like I said, these are some of the things you do. Put your kids in an international school. Unfortunately, it's expensive. Also, just have your kids be the best they can. The point is, they have a lot more respect for you if you're smart. So if you're smart in Japan, they'll respect you very much, like, whoo, up here, Kind of sort of overcome the fact that, yeah, you are slightly different. Anyways, I hope this video helps someone, and I'll see you next video. Peace.